Alrighty, so one of you wanted me to do a video or explain how the Alad build works, where I just delete Alad with cyte 09. So we'll get into it and how it works. So Acuity, we all know what Acuity does. You gain a shit ton of damage directly to enemies, and when you land weak point damage, yeah, 350 weak point damage, and you gain 350 weak point critical chance. But you sacrifice the fact that you can mod multi-shot. Just fine, because the weapon already has an 8 multi-shot of 1, and it also automatically seeks heads when you land headshots. And cyte 09's whole thing is seeking headshots on top of the fact that Seek ability multiplies headshots even more. Ignore my brother in the background.
This is picking up a distress signal.
The weak point damage even more with Seek, and also the fact that his passive increases your weak point critical chance with the passive, and it scales up to 300% in endurance. On top of the fact that Warwick Camaraderie increases that, and the fact that you get a final critical damage multi and ability strength multi from Crepuscular, right? And you get the bonus headshot damage multi from the lovely Deadhead. And you get base damage multi, but stacks with just the base damage. And you also get Vital Sense, which gives more critical damage. And snipers already have an insane headshot multi. Alright, now what does this have to do with Exoda? Exoda doubles on headshot multis. So you're technically double dipping on all these multipliers. Exoda also, if you proc the void status, is like a mini mag bubble. So say I shoot, we're gonna just call the random heavy gunner in this particular explanation Jerry. So say I hit Jerry in the head, right? And Exoda bubble procs. All bullets after that are gonna be redirected to the head, even if the bullet is not a head-seeking bullet, like Neutralizer's passive here, where shooting the enemy in the head causes ricochets. If the bullet is a projectile, if the bullet is not a projectile, it does not do that. Gas and electric are the only statuses in the game to headshot. So, what do you get when you combine all these together? You get Alad V to fuck off button.
You have.
It's literally what it is. What's funny about Exoda Cyte is it makes any fucking weapon in the game that can headshot do stupid amounts of damage. I mean, I recently did a video where I did a survival just long enough for an acolyte to show up and extract using nothing but the Zima to kill. And I maintained invisibility.
The Zanuka prototype
nothing
has made
with
Alad V a
with
very
nothing but the
dangerous
Zima.
man. If he is allowed to carry out his plans, no Tenno
Basically, it is a
will
shit ton of damage multipliers stacking together.
Oh, I've been looking all over for you, Tenno. Come.
Is how the
Let me
fuck it
show you my
works.
new venture. I think you'd be a perfect fit.
Causing you to just completely delete Alad V.
Zanuka has
And,
all the power
since
of
I'm
a
headshotting
warframe with a
Alad
full
V,
complement of mods.
in the
It's as
instance
if
I'm
you were
headshotting
fighting
Alad
one of your
V,
own today.
I'm also killing Zanuka. Because to kill Alad V, you have to kill Zanuka and him at the same time. Because if you down just him, Zanuka's gonna come back to life. So you always have to take out Zanuka first, or if your damage is high enough, execute both Zanuka and Alad in the same shot. You cannot execute Alad and then just execute Zanuka second. Well, you can. It's just if you don't in time execute Zanuka second, Zanuka's gonna bring Alad back to life. So you really, really, really want to execute both.
Oh, have you come to make a donation to my newest enterprise?
So if I do this, yeah, like that,
Please report to my lab.
sit here, and then I aim like that, perfectly like that, yeah, there you go. Right there, just instant kills him. And it damage caps
Nice
him.
work taking down the VIP. Now get to extraction. Target acquired. Take them down.
Now as for why it damage caps him, and it does not damage cap regular enemies, I don't fucking know. It just does.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Now, if I had a
Looks like
proper
heavy
build on
activity
Cyte 09, you know, one with an actual, like, insane amount of power strength, not the measly 175 strength sight I run, if we don't include Crepuscular bonus 30 strength, Cyte 09 would probably damage cap regular enemies due to the fact that you have way more damage stacked up because power strength is coded as base damage. So you're just increasing your base damage there. I could also, you know, add in the headshot multi-mod if I really wanted to push the numbers to be higher for regular enemies, because there is a mod in here which increases headshot multis. Or is it? I mean, yeah, I can also, if I wanted to increase my base damage even more, I could run Spectral Certification and give myself even more base damage instead of this base damage, and then on top of that, I get the base damage from Deadhead anyway, and the headshot multi from Headhead. Yeah, it's harder to acquire. I could get more headshot multi from that if I wanted to. And if I really want to get more stupid with the damage, of course, I could run a companion that has Tenacious Bond, give me more final damage multi. Of course, I can run a primer, give myself even more damage multi. And if I wanted to be even more ridiculous with it, of course.
Is angry. I may look
But
on
that's
maintenance after all.
not really what I was going with here. I was just going with a pick it up and go. Works. Doesn't matter if my weapons are randomized because ETA and EDA exists. In some missions, you aren't going to be sitting still like Allergy's mission. You're going to be wanting to move around. So I want something that's just like quick and easy. But yeah, there you go. That's the Cyte 09 build.
Well put together.
Yeah, of course I could easily
Now
just
get out
remove
there and
all this, run a ship more strength. But
make the Lotus proud.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I main Hilt. I main Rhino. I like my frames tanky. Ironically, I am not a fan of the shield gate playstyle because it feels way too squishy. The problem with the shield gate playstyle is unless you're hitting the gate over and over and over again, you're kind of fucked. And if you play a game like Archimedia, where it can hit you with the negative shield buff, well, you're kind of fucked. You get hit by magnet, well, you're kind of fucked. Our problem with it is you get, if an enemy's sword breathes toxin in your face, and rolling guard's on cooldown, and I tend to roll a lot, so I end up wasting rolling guard rather than actually triggering it when I need to. You also are kind of fucked. Whereas the builds I usually run for my frames, they're all rounders. Like I already shield gate anyway passively, because I always run a auger mod on my gun, and I'm usually running a robotics. So yeah, so I have a bit of balance tanking, get a little bit of DR because you get the base damage reduction from armor. Get a bit of adaptation. Guardian gives you flat 900% armor on top of whatever. All my friends run tri-armor, but some of them do. You also get the tower resistance, which is nice because it's just free tower resistance. Say I'm bored and want to take them to Sendia, well then they get the resistance to Tao's enemies and Tao's Revenge perk. Passive health regen is just nice because say you get the knife step modifier and you're doing Archimedia, the ETA, well, you're going to have your health drained even when you're on the motorcycle loading into the mission. So just passive health regen is nice to have. Again, I do not care for level cap at all. So what I do is I mod for all rounder rather than level cap and all that crazy shit. And honestly, if you really want to level up the easiest way in Warframe, just go to Circuit. I mean, you can look at like the photo of my channel. It is quite literally just a level cap jackal because Circuit's the easiest way to do it. You can take literally any build in a circuit, and you'll do fucking fine. And also, I feel like level cap is kind of like content slop. There's a lot of people that did it way before it picked up popularity, and they did it way before Helminth was a thing. Relentless Zen, for example, I mean, he did level cap back when Helminth was even a twinkle in someone's eye, and he did it with Banshee and some other frames. So, at this point, I feel like level cap's more just like content slop than anything impressive, and also the enemies in the game are so nerfed now that level cap doesn't even feel that impressive. When I see it, I'm just like, cool, you're beating up the same enemy again with power creep. Like, people have already took the stug to it, and weaker versions of the game's state, so it's like, I don't know, it's just not something I'm interested in. So you ever wonder why I never bought for the mod for it? That's why. And also, it doesn't feel rewarding to me, because everything that you can get from it, I can just get anywhere else anyway, so I don't really bother. But yeah, I wonder why I mod my shit the way I mod my shit. That's why. Yeah. Like I said from when I killed Elid, if you're wondering how to fuck a damage cap, I honestly don't know. My guess is this shit ton of multipliers on top of the fact that Alad probably has two places that the game indicates as headshots, because he has the weird ring around his neck. He has his own like head, and then he has Zanuka, so I think you're hitting all those at once and the game can't handle it, so it ends up just doing that number. Or it's something else. Maybe someone else will. I don't fucking know, but it fucking works. And obviously, like I said, you can just stack more damage multis and you could probably just end up damage capping with cyte anyway on regular enemies, because this frame is quite literally designed to be a damage machine. I mean, if you look at his kit, he's quite literally the level cap the frame. Invisibility, healing, can easily shield gate spam with resupply if you want to. You're constantly invisible anyway because of neutralize. His passive scales the longer you're in a mission. He has so many different damage multis that there's that. The fact that he can hit for fucking walls, so you can take something like the dual talks with him and just shoot through a wall with the dual talks infinitely. Yeah, there we go.
Fucking haunts.
But yeah, there you go. If you wondered why I mod my shit the way I do, and also what the cyte build was for Alad, that's it. There you go.